There's a little groove. You gotta line up the groove with.
I see.
There you go. Oh my gosh! The whole calibration's off now. She ready for the Daytona 500 or what? Alright, how y'all doing? You're watching the Trezzian Racing channel. I'm Ryan, and we're supposed to go racing this weekend, but got canceled. We're supposed to race at the Stockton dirt track. So I'm currently in the garage right now. Gonna see what I can get myself into, hopefully have a little bit of fun and find some speed in the process. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so I took it out of the garage for a little bit, going up and down my driveway a little bit. I'm trying to challenge the suspension so it kind of settles a little bit with all the work I did on the front end. Once it's settled, I want to get ride height measurements all the way around, so I'm just going back and forth, having a little bit of fun. It's been a while since I've been in here and been able to get a little bit of gas, so having a lot of fun, feeling like a kid again. Let me run on it. Or maybe this damn virus will blow over and we just get into the damn racetrack already. Either way, I'm ready. Whether it's on somebody's farm property or back at Stockton, Antioch, Petaluma, shoot, Silverdar, Speedway, Marysville, I don't care. I just want to get in the track. Got a little something in the mail. Nice little label maker here. I got the idea from that YouTube channel, the old Number 7 Garage. I believe his name is Tim Nash, and he was doing an episode the other day, and I was watching him use his label maker to label some stuff, and I was like, that's a pretty good idea. So went ahead and bought it. It was like 20-something bucks, and I'm gonna go back there and label all my drawers, my toolbox. So if anybody ever has the itch to come and work on a race car, they'll at least know where to find the tools at. Okay, so I got the car back in here. I'm getting on the scales right now. I have my weight jack bolts loose. The jam nuts on the weight jack bolts down here, they're all loose. I still have to set all my numbers and cross weight stuff on it, so I'm gonna end up doing that today. I have down here these little wooden blocks that my racing partner Johnny made me. What I like to do when I'm scaling the cars, I like to roll it forward and then roll it onto the scales rather than jacking it up and putting it down the scales. I just feel like that's a better idea. Kind of gets some of the preload, if you will, off the tires. So I need to find somebody to help me push this thing because it's not no modified. This is a 3,300 pound super stock. So I'm gonna go see if I can find somebody to help me push this thing. We'll see what I can come up with out here. Still raining pretty good. Got a little carried away one day with the grinder. I wasn't really paying attention. This is my tire pressure gauge. As you can see, the glass is missing out of it because the grinder was throwing some hot, like embers, if you will, hot pieces of metal, and it ended up cracking the glass. So I'm gonna have to find something to make this safe again. I found an old piece of plastic off of an old what is it, a compression tester, I think. And so I'm gonna see if I can make this work. It's a little bit too big, so I need to trim it, as you can see with the marking on here, make it work. But first things first, I always set my tire pressures when I'm scaling the car. I always go ahead and base off the same tire pressures every single time. So I'm gonna go ahead and set those right now, and then get it back out on the rollout blocks. I found some help. I don't know what the tire is here.
It's raining. I didn't want to wear my slippers.
Nice. All right, well, we need to push this thing forward a little bit onto these blocks. So come on back here.
Okay.
And I should probably take it out of gear. Hold on. Hold this thing. Gotta take it out of gear first. It don't roll so well when it's in gear. Okay, so wheels are straight. So we gotta make sure we don't go all the way off the blocks, or then we're gonna end up in no man's land. Okay, a little more. A little more.
Lord.
It is pretty heavy. 1, 2, 3.
Ugh.
Okay, right there is good. Perfect. Perfect. Don't push anymore. Have you ever seen this thing before?
No.
It's pretty expensive.
Do you need help?
Yeah. Plug that guy in.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna. Okay. So
First one.
hopefully this thing still works.
It needs
Perfect. Okay, so I gotta zero it first. Just like that. Okay, now we push it backwards.
Okay, let me try.
Okay, pull it. Nice. That thing almost came off the back of there though, didn't it?
Yeah, almost.
Would have ran you over. Would have been like a steamroller.
Pancake.
Okay.
Stop!
There's a little groove. You gotta line up the groove with.
I see.
There you go. Oh my gosh! The whole calibration's off now. I gotta get a new race car now.
It's gonna.
Alright guys, so waiting at this train track right here. I'm out. I'm gonna go get some fuel because I put the car on the scales and realized I only had half a tank of fuel in it. So that's where I like to kind of put it, the scale it around half a tank of fuel. I like to try to get it scaled up for the end of the main event, end of the night. So I can do what I want to do now, but I still want to see how much the numbers change once I get a full tank of it. So I got a bunch of fuel tanks back there. I'm gonna head to the gas station. I'm only running 91 octane pump gas to 10.5 to 1 motor, so I get by with just using 91, and it helps quite a bit with the price of the fuel bill along the year. Race gas is pretty damn expensive, and we can't run alcohol or 85 or anything like that around here, so this is what I'm running. Pulling up to the gas station here. In California, this is about the cheapest gas I've seen in a long time. We're talking about $3.19 a gallon. I know for a lot of you guys watching out of state, you're probably thinking that's pretty high, but around here, it's pretty dang good. Normally we're sitting in the high 3s, sometimes getting the 4s. So this whole slump in the economy, I guess, is kind of helping us out with a nice little gas price change. So I'm gonna enjoy this while I can. All right, so back here at the shop, went ahead and I put the 15 gallons of fuel in the back of the car on top of the fuel cell, and it turns out it's 90 pounds, so it changed quite a bit. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I added 5 gallons of fuel to it, and I made some adjustments back here. My rear weight jack bolts, I did some messing around with those. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this thing back in the scales and rescale it. Alright guys, so I'm sitting in the car, jamming to some Skinner. What do you guys like to listen to in your shop when you're working on your car? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, I'm here. I got my scales over there, and I'm kind of zooming from here with my camera and taking pictures of each weight, whichever one you call it, like total weight, cross weight, rear percent. But what I have to do is I have to kind of reach out of the car and select the wheels I want to look at. So I'll be like this, trying to stay in the car, and let's say I want to check left side. And I get in here, settle the car a little bit, and then go over there and take a picture and redo it. Okay, so testing out this label maker. Had to get some batteries from Target. Target I went to. But it works pretty good. All you gotta do is type in the letters and cut it, and it comes out. And then it's sticking on pretty well. So I'm pretty impressed with it. For only 20 bucks, you know, can't really beat it. Appreciate Tim Nash showing us all that on his old number 7 garage channel. I'm gonna get the rest of these drawers labeled up, and then I'm gonna pull the car back in. I was kind of going through some of my clutter and bringing out some old stuff to take pictures of. I'm gonna post on the internet for sale, try to get rid of some of this stuff and make room for some new things and just get room in general. I was able to relocate some stuff over here, like my air compressor and stuff, so make a little bit of headway. But I'm gonna pull this thing back in here, tighten up all the jam bolts on the weight jacks, and get it back up on jack stands and do a little more work on it. Okay, car's back in there. I'm gonna have to go tend to some needs out here. Gotta go ahead and get on that lawnmower. Us people out here in California only have to cut their grass about maybe 2-3 months out of the year. After that, it's dead. So I enjoy it when I can. I'm not cutting my grass year-round like some of you guys are doing down in the south with all those rainstorms you get in the summer. So I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts and hop on here and do it. So back in the shop, got it back up on jack stands. My lawn is all mowed up and looking good. As you guys can see, this thing desperately needs a body on it. So the next order of business after I get this thing back on the track, and let's say everything goes well with the handling and it doesn't need any more adjustments, then I'm going to be putting a body on it, maybe just a right side. I got to just kind of go ahead and finalize all this stuff. This was just kind of a temporary put in place kind of thing with the front nose, the new front nose I put on there. So I just got to make it look good and streamlined and design something that will look half decent. So I'm pretty happy with the way the car scaled out after I made my adjustments. I think it's going to be pretty close, but I won't know until I get on the track, whenever that may be. So I'm really hoping that will be soon, because I'm just itching to get this thing on the track and just see, you know, you make all these adjustments and upgrades and stuff, and you know, I would think it'd be faster, but I could be totally wrong. So I really just want to get out there and clear my head and make sure this is the right direction I'm going in. So, yeah, like I said, everything on the scales look really good. I might have to get it back on the scales once again after I go to the track and maybe make one or two more adjustments if the car is not happy or if it is happy. So my next video I'm thinking about doing is probably the carburetor. I'll probably just take that off and go through it, rebuild it, and show you guys that. So this is pretty much going to do it for this video. I got to get underneath the car still and just clean up a couple things. I got to tackle a couple of little pieces on, but this is pretty much it for today. So don't forget to leave me a like and share it with your friends, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time here on Trezian Racing Channel.